Hey there guys, it's Dan. So today I wanted to talk about 10 things that I did to get excellent grades in high school. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, our main education system down here in New Zealand is NCEA, which stands for the National Certificate of Educational Achievement. I have it written right down over there. And in NCEA, we have a grading system that goes from E, M, A, and not achieved. Alright? So E stands for excellence, M stands for merit, A stands for achievement, and NA stands for not achievement. So that's pretty much the equivalent of getting an A, B, C, and a fail. So now that I've talked a little bit about that, I think we should just move on with the video and give you the 10 tips that I used to get through the year. The first thing I want you guys to do is to motivate yourself. And this is something I can't do for you. It's something you gotta do for yourself. If you want to get those good grades, if you want to do well in your exams, you're gonna have to want it in the first place. And I know you guys have a lot of things like stress and expectations and pressure from everyone around you and yourself, but just persevere. Remember, exams is only for a small amount of time. After that, you have summer to look forward to or the holidays to look forward to. Tip number 2. Manage your time wisely. This is something a lot of us struggle with. We procrastinate a lot on Facebook and Instagram and all these different social platforms, and we don't get any work done. So before you go to bed, write down a little to-do list where you know exactly what you want to cover the next day, so that you're not just procrastinating all day and you know what you want to do. Oh, and another thing to keep in mind is that when you are making your to-do list, do not over-exaggerate it, alright? Make it achievable within that day. Something that you can do within that day. Tip number 3. Focus on your weaknesses. This is something that took a while for me to get a hold of, and that is that I always focused on my strengths, but I always forgot about my weaknesses. Things like math and physics. I'm not a very numerical kind of person, so I found those very, very hard to study for. Say for example, you're very good at English, history, all those kind of subjects, but you know that your numeracy and your math skills are lacking. So instead of spending a lot of time on history and English, spend a little bit more time on doing your numerical skills. That way you'll be identifying your weaknesses and practicing. Practice makes perfect, alright? Keep that in mind. My 4th tip for you guys is to change your environment. If you know that you're in a class that has negative energy, you got people that, are too cool for school, then just get out of it. Put yourself in an environment where you know you'll flourish, where you know that you'll do well in. Have a positive environment around you so you can get the most out of your studying. Tip number 5. Do not study hard, study smart. This is something that I struggled with a lot in high school. I used to study 24/7, going through books endlessly, going through resources, I was all over the place. But once I started to study smart and use my time efficiently, that's when I saw a difference in my grades. And please don't do any all-nighters. And don't try looking at textbooks and staring at the words or banging your head against the textbook hoping that all the information is going to get the frick in there. It's not going to get in there. You could try, but you're just going to end up with a headache. Yeah. Tip number 6. Use your resources. When it comes to exam season, make sure you use your resources. I'm going to put all the links that I'm going to talk about down in the description below. The resources that I used were Learn Coach, No Brain Too Small, Khan Academy, and the resources that my teachers provided. Just use your resources and you should be sweet. My 7th tip is to focus on your own This is something I feel like a lot of people deal with, and that is comparing yourself to others. Do not do that, because your abilities and someone else's abilities is totally different. Focus on yourself and don't worry about others, okay? Other people, just get them out. Just out of your life. Bye. And don't try to compete with other people. Compete with yourself. And if you do that, you should be sweet for the exam. Tip number 8. Ask. Do not be afraid to ask questions. If you don't understand something, or if you don't get this concept, ask the teacher. They're there to help you. I mean, they're getting paid to do that, so might as well make the use of it. And who knows, if you ask that one question that another student might be thinking, you'll be helping them out too. So just ask questions, because the more you question things, the more you know, and the more you know, the better it'll be to pass that exam. Number 9. Oh, wait. Make sure to take care of yourself. Exam season is stressful. A lot of people overeat, they stress eat, they don't eat at all. But it's up to you to take care of yourself. So eat the right food, drink plenty of water, try to get enough sleep as possible, and exercise. What I would do was I'd wake up early in the morning, I'd run for 30 minutes, I'll come back, revise, and I'll sit my exam. So just take care of yourself, and keep in mind that this is only for a short period of time. After that, you can relax all you want. And my final tip for you guys is kind of cliche, kind of cheesy, but it honestly works, and that is to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. And if your friends or your teachers or parents think that you won't get the grades that you want, prove them wrong. It's all about mindset at the end of the day. So before you enter the exam, just tell yourself, I can do this, I can do this, I've studied my ass off, I can do this. And most of all, just try your best. I mean, that's all you can do. And I know you, yes you can do it. Because I believe in you, and you're gonna crush it. You're gonna crush that exam, and yeah. At the end of the day, it's all about your mindset. So if you got a good mindset, if you have good thoughts, if you know exactly what you want, it'll happen. I'm telling you, it will happen. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found this video useful at all, just like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff. And I know students here in New Zealand, they got their exams coming up in a couple of days. So if you're watching, good luck. I believe in you. You're going to crush those exams. And yeah, this is Dan signing out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.